Hello everyone, we're making this short video just to share with you some of the leads and opportunities that we have. Um, I know that a lot of our agents really focus into the senior market, but there's a big opportunity into the mortgage protection or life insurance, which could also play a big part in the senior market. Why? Because seniors do reverse mortgages, seniors purchase property, and a lot of times, a lot of the mortgage protection leads turn to be senior leads. So you'll see that you get a lot of people that are 50 and older into the mortgage protection leads. You get plenty of those. A high percentage will turn to be 50 and older. And then we have some of you that focus on just seniors only. We have some leads, and we're going to show some of the pricing that we wanted to share. This particular file that we send you, or we update it once a month at least in your area. So the first tab over here on the bottom would have the pricing on the leads. Obviously, if you're not appointed with us, you're going to pay a little more for the leads, for the historical leads. uh, 3 to 9 month, 10 to 18, 19 to 36, and 37 to 60. So you get a big discount if you're appointed with one of our companies and are doing some of the final expense. And then we actually have a senior only uh, lead that it's 75 and older, for those of you who want to really focus on the final expense, because at that age we discover 75 and older, it's a true final expense, and a lot of these people are looking for 3,000 to 7,000, because if they miss that boat um, of getting their coverage done in prior years, this is the last call that they're going to get from 75 and up. And this is a big opportunity that I believe that we all can take advantage of. So the prices, as you can see, they're very simple, very straightforward. We only use PayPal right now. At this point, we use PayPal, and we can also do DocuSign credit card. So you get a document in DocuSign, through DocuSign, like right here, through the website. And really what happens, you fill out our credit card information, and you can pay for your credit card right here via DocuSign. So this is a more secure way of doing it, if you will. But we take PayPal. So how do we navigate? So if you are looking at a 3 to 9 month old lead, obviously you would click accordingly on the tabs, and you can see the first column of the lead. It's got the state. We drive everything in this case by county. It tells you the total number of leads that are on that specific county. And you can actually, some of you I know that are pretty good at using filters, and you can create a filter. And let's say that if you're in Texas or Kentucky or Illinois or Oklahoma, um, if you go to Oklahoma and you can click filter, you'll see everything that we have in Oklahoma that's 3 to 9 or 10 to 18 or 19 to 36 or 37. So each time, obviously, you got to do that, right? But and you can see this is the letters that clients return that we mail to them. And here's a sample of the letter. They usually receive a letter when they purchase a mortgage, um, or refinance a mortgage. And as you can see, we have a $75,000 purchase through Bank of America. We can see the customer's name. And again, you can look at the age, and they sent back the mortgage protection, but it's really it's almost like 50, 60 years old customer right here. And then he tells you, listen, you can call me in three different times. Obviously, this lead is going to be about 10 years old. It's very old because we use it just as a sample. But this particular person sent us back his date of birth, mail, and he says, contact also my father, and you can reach me at any of these other numbers. So we got one, two, three different numbers that we can call that person. We give them an option too, like this other person returned one from 1945 and they did a one reverse mortgage. See, and that's really what I'm talking about, that people think that the leads on mortgage only refer to mortgage, but in all reality, more people 50 and older are purchasing and refinancing their mortgages. We also give them a chance to, if they don't want to return the letter, they can go to the online website that we send them and they can go and fill out their information. But again, as you can see, this particular person, 1964, 1967, they're going to be 50 and older. This is, again, perfect candidate for final expense. And you can see the mortgage is probably a refinance because it's not a big mortgage. And so it's got a lot of the information that we need. Sometimes we even get the email for the customer, but these are the samples of the leads. Here's another one that's from 1971, probably about 48 years old. Again, if you're doing final expense, perfect candidate, but I'm sure that most of us carry a term or a universal life on our pockets just in case. But this opens up a huge opportunity to your market. And instead of paying 20, 30, 40, $60 per mortgage protection lead, again, you can see that on the pricing, where you're not going to find any more competitive than that. And obviously, we would, if you're selling final expense, we're using one of our products that's called Golden Solutions. It's a great product. It's a great product. It has a lot of benefits and features that are at no cost or very little cost, optional. For example, on this particular Golden Solutions product, we can add grandkids. We have a nursing home benefit. This is, I haven't seen that in many of the final expense products. You can actually add on their children, right? You can actually add on an accidental death benefit, and the policy carries, like most policies, a terminal illness and confined care benefit. This confined care benefit, it's very unique because with this benefit, if the customer is confined to a nursing home for at least 30 days, they will receive a benefit equal to 5% of the face amount every month for 20 months. And there's no additional cost. And once you see the pricing, it compares to any of the companies that you're probably dealing with already. And if you get appointed, obviously you get a better price. But for example, this 2021, this is our company trip uh, to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and the qualification for an agent for a producer is $90,000 only. So it's achievable, especially if you're purchasing some of the leads. This will actually speed up your volume, your annual premium. And I do have here in this call, I do have Gisa, who's been with us for about a couple of years. And I'm going to ask if she's got anything to share as far as working with this mortgage protection leads, and just share what she thinks is important about it. And Gisa, if you're listening to me, do you have
Yes.
anything that you want to comment on?
Yes. Yes. Hi, everyone. Well, about all those leads, I've been working to Mo for about a couple of years now. And I've been working through all the leads, the 3 to 9, the 10 to 18, and the 19 to 36. Well, most of these leads are very competitive leads. Like most of them, they have their own plans. And what I find very challenging is I don't tell them that we're going to be selling anything. We're just actually going to be helping them, like most especially in seniors, if they already have a coverage under mortgage protection. So we're going to be checking their birthday. So if they qualify for Medicare, we're going to be just suggesting them if they want a review for the current policy. And aside from that, we actually do offer a lot, not just mortgage protection, but as what Mo said, final expense. And of course, home insurance, life insurance, as much as that. So what we actually say is we are actually just helping them to review their current policy just to check if we can help them save up and double their living benefits. So
Exactly.
basically, yeah, we're just actually going to be helping them all.
And just so that I think I almost forgot. I truly believe that when we receive this letter, not only
Yes,
if the agent also does Medicare, well, they position themselves to help them with the Medicare product, or help them with the health product, or help
true.
them with home insurance. In those verticals, I mean, so one lead could literally turn into four, five, or six, or 10 sales. And
Exactly.
yeah, so that, yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. That's very informative. And so I'm gonna leave that call right here. We're gonna put some of our information. Uh, we're gonna drop the email so you can email us or call us, and so that you can reach us and follow up with us with an email, and we can definitely get your leads going in your area. It takes us about 2 or 3 days to get the first batch of leads out to you. After that, it takes us like 24 hours turnaround to get leads out to you. Thank you, everyone. Gisa, thank you.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Mhm.